ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om. A very happy Friday morning to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most auspicious, holiest of the holy temples which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. It is a day of Mahasamadhi of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram. So for me, it's a very, very auspicious day today. Auspicious is not just by the superficial way. It should be auspicious from within. We should be able to do chintana, manana on that. What is samadhi? Where did he go? Where is he now? So this kind of questions should be asked to our own selves. We should pose such questions to our own selves. Who is this Guru? Etc. should be contemplated on. Shri Matre Namaha. We are learning the meaning of all the namas of our Jagannmata, Tripura Sundari, Lalita Parameshwari. We have gone up to 71 shlokas. Now let us see the 72nd shloka. Rama Rakenduvadana Ratirupa Ratipriya Rakshakari Rakshasagni Rama Ramanalampata. Rama. Rama is Lakshmi. Lakshmi's name is Rama. So Vagdevatas are saying that Lakshmi is none other than our Lalita Mata only. Ram. Ram means giving pleasure. A is continuous. Always which is there. Nirantara. That is Rama. Happiness always. Rama and Rama, there is not much of a difference. Both are almost the same meaning. So here Rama. Rakendu Vadana. Next nama is Raka Indu Vadana. Raka is Purnima, night, moon. Full moon day, moon. How does it look on a Purnima day? Raka means Purnima, Paurnami. On the night of Purnima, how does the moon look? He is complete, fully round, complete, and he is bright, and he gives coolness to all of us. We feel so happy in the night when we look at this moon. We make the small kids also, make them look at the moon. See, moon is there, and children feel so happy to look at the moon. Her Vadana, face is round and pleasing, bright and pleasing like the moon of Purnima night. She gives us all coolness. We have lot of problems, so we have to come out of that. She gives us all the solutions, so she makes us cool. Rakendu Vadana. Rati Rupa. Rati is dwelling on something which is happy. Dwelling on the subject which gives us happiness is Rati. Atma Rati. That gives us the Paramananda or bliss. The best of happiness is called as bliss. That is within. When we realize that I am not this body, but I am this indwelling, all-pervading Paramatma. When I experience it, then that is Atma Rati. So here Rati Rupa, any kind of happiness is she only. She comes in the form of happiness. Rati Rupa, Rati Priya. Here Rati is Manmatha's wife Rati. All of us know Shiva opened the third eye and Manmatha was burnt into ashes. So Rati starts crying that she lost her husband. She prays to this Lalita Mata, and out of compassion and love for Rati, she brings him back. So Manmatha is brought back to life but without body. So Manmatha doesn't have a body. So he is known as Ananga. No anga at all. No body parts at all for him. He doesn't have body at all, but he is still alive because of our Jagannatha. So Rati loves Jagannatha and Jagannatha also loves Rati. So Rati Priya. Raksha Kari, the name itself says one who protects. Kari is the one who does it. Raksha Kari, the one who protects us. Protects us from this attachment to the world. We are attached to the world. We have to be protected in so many ways. We are scared of so many things. So she has to protect us from all these. And especially she has to protect us from getting attached to the world. We are already attached to the world. Me and mine is very deep inside us. So she has to protect us from this. Raksha Kari. Rakshasagni. Ghna. Ghna means destroying or destructing. Nasha. Rakshasagni. She is the one who killed all the Rakshasas or demons, Asuras. So we feel very happy that she has killed all those demons. But what about us? Within us there are so many demons. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Not only this, there are so many different ways of Rakshasas within us. So when we pray to her, she destroys all these qualities which are there in us. In 16th chapter and 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we have seen Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga, Shraddhatre Vibhaga Yoga. We have seen these qualities. What is Daivi quality, what is Asuri qualities. And how should our lifestyle be? If our target is to achieve this moksha, attain moksha or liberation, nirvana, then how should our lifestyle be? We cannot live as we want. I love to live like this, I will live like this. Okay, live, no problem. But that target cannot be met. Target of moksha cannot be attained at all if we live as we please. We have to understand what dharma, adharma is. We have to follow the path of dharma. Only then we can attain our goal. So here, Rakshasagni, whatever negative qualities are there in us, she destroys. We have seen she comes as Varahi. Even if some minute negative qualities are there within, then Varahi digs deep inside. Varahi Viryanandita we have seen during the Vadha of Bhandasura. Before she killed Bhandasura, we have seen Shyamalamba, Varahi, Jwala Malini, how they all help us. So Varahi, she comes in the form of Varahi and digs out all the negative qualities in us, however minute the quality may be, but she destroys them. So Rakshasagni, Rama, once again Ram is happiness. And Rama, always Nirantara, continuous. Happiness continuous is Rama. Strilinga of that is Rama. Ramana Lampata. Lampata means kind of interest, enthusiasm in it. We call some people as Stri Lampata, Dhana Lampata. People who are interested in ladies, females, they are known as Stri Lampata. Dhana Lampata. We are Vishwa Lampata. We are interested in the world. So here Ramana means there is one meaning as husband or wife. Here it is the greatest topics or the concept which gives us the maximum happiness, highest level of happiness is, we know the concept that I am not the body, but I am the all pervading, always existing, immortal Atma. This is the highest knowledge. Theoretically, all of us have this knowledge, but it has to come to experience. We should have the anubhuti of it. So she is the one who dwells on this. She loves to dwell on this tattva, principles of Veda, Sanatana Dharma or concepts. She makes us also get interested in this kind of topics. Few years back, we were all so interested in watching movies, serials and talking so many things and reading some novels. Slowly, she has entered our lives. Krishna has entered our lives. Lalita Mata has entered our lives. And slowly the lifestyle has changed. Now, we are not very much interested in watching a movie, or we feel that even watching some serial is waste of my time and energy. Why can't I do something creative, something constructive, something positive which will take me in this path of spirituality? That kind of thoughts are now arising in my mind. Am I wasting my time? What am I doing here? Who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Why did I come from? What am I doing here? Am I progressing? Am I progressing in the worldly affair, or am I progressing in the spiritual path? So this kind of questions will arise once we are in this track. Otherwise, they all have seen this movie. I missed that. Next time when they show it, when they screen it, again I should go there. No, not on the TV. I should go to the theater and enjoy the big screen. Nothing wrong in it. But slowly we can observe ourselves. Now interest for such issues are not there at all now. It is slowly receding. Interest in this field is increasing. We can pat ourselves. Yes, she is there. She is supporting me. Rakshasagni, all my such qualities are gone now. Ramana Lampata, she is like this. She is making me also like this. Ramana Lampata. Next one is Kamya Kama Kala Rupa Kadamba Kusuma Priya Kalyani Jagati Kanda Karuna Rasa Sagara. Kamya. We all wait to be with her. We all desire for her. We have a desire for her. So she is desired by so many people. That is known as Kamya. One who is desired by is known by the name Kamya. Who is not interested in having her? Maybe in different ways. Even a tribal, you go to the tribal field, tribal people also worship her in their own way. What they want, it is for them. What we want is for us. What they want is for themselves. But everybody wants her in some way or the other. Some people maybe only for some money, getting money or wealth or fame, name, etc. Okay, but still they want her. So this is Kamya. Kamakala Rupa. Kamakala has got two different meanings. One is, she is in the form of Kamya Kala. Kamya Kala is Sukshma Rupa, subtle form of goddess is known by the name Kamakala. Subtlest form is Kundalini Shakti. Subtle form is Kamakala Rupa. Another way of looking at it is Kamakala. What desires we should get? When should we get? How much desire should be there? Where should we get this desire? All these are decided by her. She decides. Kama, that is also an art. As we have seen, when we were kids, we wanted to have balloons, toy, this doll, that doll, etc. Now, do we have the same desires? It has taken transformation. It is changed now. In the same way, She is the one who is transforming us by giving this kind of desire. I should learn Bhagavad Gita. I should learn Lalita Sahasranama. I should know the meaning of the namas of my mother. I should chant every day. I should do Nama Japa every day. All these are different kinds of kamas which are arising in us. She is the one who is giving us. She is in this form, Kamakshi, Kamakala Rupa. Kadamba Kusuma Priya. We have already seen the meaning of Kadamba. There is a tall tree. On this tree, there are some red flowers. She loves these flowers. Kadamba Vanavasini. She lives in the forest of these trees. And there is another meaning. Kadamba is mixture of all kinds of flowers. Different colors, different size, different fragrance. Each flower has got different smell. So all these you put together and make a mala. How we say Vanamali Venkataramana. From the forest, all different flowers are collected and made a mala. He or she loves it. So, Kadamba Kusuma Priya. Next one is Kalyani. Kalya means Shubha. Auspiciousness is Kalya. One who speaks always good is Kalyani. Always her speech is, whatever words come out of her is auspicious, Pavitra. Now, generally near the temples, in front of the temples, there is a pond. In many temples we see this. Name given to this pond also is Kalyani. The priest may say, wash your feet in this Kalyani and come. That means we have to purify ourselves. We may not be able to take bath because of various constraints. But at least we wash our feet, hand and do prokshana on our head. What is the purpose? It is not for the external bath, not the external purification. External purification is definitely needed. We should be clean and neat. But it is for the internal purification. Before entering, forget about all the worldly matters. Leave them all here. That is what the meaning of washing ourselves, our feet and hand and putting on the head is. This is the meaning. Come out of the worldly affairs. Then generally, every temple has got at least one step to climb. At least one. Tirupati, etc. There are so many. Palani, Tirupati, so many steps are there. You have to climb all the steps. Of course, there are roads for the vehicles to go also. What does it mean? Your thoughts should be dwelling on something really good, something positive. Not the mundane activities, not about the mundane activities. What shall I cook tomorrow? While going to the temple also, I forgot to keep this in the fridge. Such thoughts only will come to us. Now here it means forget about all those. Now think about the highest qualitative issues. Whatever topic we should think of, they should be of the highest quality. So here, this is Kalyani. Wash ourselves and go inside means she purifies us. She speaks, whatever her speech is, that is auspicious, which means we also should speak like her. Whatever comes out of my mouth should be something good for the society. Because of me, nobody should feel bad. Because of my words, nobody should be hurt. I should not hurt anybody. So such determination should be there within us. That is Kalyani. Jagati Kanda. Kanda means a baby. The whole Jagat is a baby for her. This is one meaning. And Kam. In Sanskrita, Kam means water as well as cloud. She is the one who gives us water. Kam Da. She gives us water. Without water, how life is going to be for us? We cannot live. Even if one day, if you don't get water, then we are all, there is no water. So she is the one who gives water through the clouds to the Jagat or to the universe. Karunarasa Sagara. Her Karunarasa, her compassion is like an ocean. Why not a pond? Pond is very small. Water may get evaporated completely. It may become empty. Whereas ocean is there existing forever. So Sagara compared to Sagara, her compassion is like an ocean. Next one is Kalavati Kalalapa Kanta Kadambari Priya Varada Vamanayana Varuni Madavikvala. Kalavati. One meaning is she is there in all the 64 kalas. She makes us also become experts in all the kalas. At least one or two. Even speaking. The next one is Kala Lapa. Kala Alapa. Whatever she says, Alapa. We know the musicians say Alapa. This raga Alapana, that raga Alapana. What does it mean? Creating that nada. That means her voice. How is that? That itself is a kala. We know the story. Saraswati was playing her Kachapi Veena and singing. So many songs, Kirtanas she sang. All the people who were assembled in the court were so happy listening to her. They were all blissful. Then our Lalita Parameshwari just nodded her head and said, Sadhu, Sadhu. That means, wow, Shabbas, very good, very good. That's all the same word twice she repeated. And Saraswati just kept her Veena aside, covered it and sat quietly. Lalita Mata asked, what happened? Why did you stop? She said, all this time I sang so many kirtanas, I played Veena. Yes, it was good. But your just uttering of one word, sadhu, was so sweet, so melodious. Nothing can be compared to this. So why should I play all this? Why should I sing all these kirtanas? That's why I kept it aside. So her just word, one word which comes out of her mouth is Kala only, and great art. Kala Lapa. Kanta. Kanta is, one meaning is wife. Kanta is husband. Kanta is wife. Lakshmi Kanta. Means Lakshmi's husband. Here Kanta, Strilinga. Means one is wife. Another is that attracting power. Energy. Like how we say magnet. For magnet it is Ayaskanta. Kanta is there. That Shakti, that energy is given the name for this magnet. Similarly, all these planets are revolving, rotating around the sun. How are they all doing it? So there is a Shakti, that is this Kanta. The Shakti, we call this Shakti a Sankarshana Shakti of Jagannatha or Krishna. So we call Krishna as Sankarshana. Kanta, Kadambari Priya. One meaning of Kadambari is Hamsa. We know the qualities of Hamsa, we have already studied it. One is pure and the other one is, if you mix water and milk together, it seems the Hamsa has a capacity to separate water from milk. That means good and bad mixture is always there in the world. We should pick up only what is good for us. Let us not waste our time on focusing on the kind of subjects which are negative. Oh, they are doing like this. Why are they doing like this? We discuss so much about what they should not do. Why did they do? What about us? What should I do? What I shouldn't do? Are we analyzing? This is important for us. So she is like this, Kadambari Priya. She expects us to be like this. Another one is Kadambari, is an essence made out of Kadamba Kusumas. All different kinds of flowers, and a liquor or an essence is made. That is also given the name as Kadambari. Next one is Varada Vamanayana. Varada, Vara. Vara is greatest, Shrestha. Vadhu, Vara. The boy is known by the name Vara. Why? Because when we search for some boy, we definitely search for the best boy. The best boy should be my son-in-law. Isn't it? That is why it is Vara, means the best, Shrestha. Varada. She is the one who gives us vara. That means she gives us what is best for us. We have so many desires. It should be like this, it should happen like this, it shouldn't happen like this. So many desires are there for us. But what does she give us? Only what is best for us. We don't know what is best for us. At this juncture, I may feel that if I get it, wow, I'll be the happiest. But who knows? That may give me more shoka. That I don't know, but she knows. So she will not give me that. If I deserve it, then only she will give me, not if I desire. Varada. Vamanayana. Vamanayana is one is beautiful eyes. One who has got beautiful eyes is Vamanayana. And the other one is Vama, means the fruits of our action, karma phala. What type of karma phala? She makes us do kind of karma in such a way that phala will lead us to her. That means very good karmas only she will make us do, so that karma phala will lead us, take us towards her side. So this is Vamanayana. Varuni Madavihvala. Varuni. There is a kind of nadi at our back. It is known as Varuni Nadi. If I have a control, if we are able to control this nadi through different yoga, pranayama, etc., then it seems we don't feel tired at all. That is why when we observe some yogis, they don't sleep. Even if they don't eat, it's okay. They are always energetic. Adi Shankaracharya walked around this country so many times. We are going by flight, by car, by train, by bus. Still we get tired. He was used to walk and used to walk so fast that his shishyas were unable to walk with him, unable to keep up that pace. How was that possible? He must have had this control on this Varuni Nadi. Absolutely no tiring at all. You don't get tired at all. So, Mada Vihvala. Vihvala means just waiting for it, aspiring for it. Here, Mada is not from the negative side, negative point. They are all waiting to have the control of that Varuni Nadi so that they don't get tired. Where are they going? What are they doing to get tired? Just meditation. We all, if we are not tired, we are ready to do so many other work. We have so many work pending over there. So I am not feeling tired. So let me finish this work. They are not like that. They want to go into that samadhi state. So they want to keep on doing that meditation. So they are waiting for it. Another meaning is, Varuni means the essence made out of date fruit, kharjura. It seems a thick essence is made out of it, and generally the yogis take only very little food, but they take this quality food. So when we take that kind of food, it seems she also likes to have that kind of essence, because that gives a kind of mada. Mada here is like how we have it in the samadhi state. That kind of Mada, for that Vihvala, waiting for it. She also waits for this kind of essence or juice. She makes us also start liking all these, which are good for our health. Not only that, which will make us move towards her. See, some kind of food like all the fried stuffs, like pizza, burger, and all the other oily stuff, will make us move away from this, because the physical health gets upset, mental health gets upset, and we lose interest in this field. So she is interested in this kind of Varuni. She makes us also get interest, means we start liking all such kind of dishes. Vishwadhika Veda Vedya Vindhyachala Nivasini Vidhatri Veda Janani Vishnu Maya Vilasini. Vishwadhika. She is beyond this Vishwa. There is no comparison at all for her. She is beyond Vishwa or the universe. Veda Vedya. Vedya means can be known. How can she be known? How can we know her? Through the Vedas. One is through the Vedas. Another meaning is Veda means Jnana. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, without Jnana, you cannot attain me. Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, all are needed. But without Jnana, you cannot attain me. Now without Karma, can we attain her? Without Karma Yoga, we cannot be purified at all. Unless the manas, heart, mind is pure, Jnana will not dawn at all. So Karma Yoga is compulsory for all of us. Bhakti Yoga or Upasana Yoga will make us have more and more concentration towards her or be able to focus on her through Bhakti Yoga. Jnana, without Jnana, moksha is impossible. That is what is Veda Vedya. She can be known just by the Vedas. Does not mean just by chanting Vedas. Chanting Veda is completely different from understanding the meaning of the Vedas, and that also is not sufficient. Must implement. Only then we will get her. Veda Vedya. Vindhyachala Nivasini. One meaning for Vindhyachala is Ajna Chakra, in between the eyebrows. This portion is called as Vindhyachala. She resides here. Then, there is a story about Agastya Mahamuni. There is this Vindhyachala mountain which passes through Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, then southern part of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, etc. Huge mountain by name Vindhyachala. In Durga Saptashati, Durga announces that I will be born in the family of Nanda Gopa and I will reside in Vindhyachala. It is there in Durga Saptashati. She declares that. So Vindhyachala got to know about it, the mountain. It is said that in the earlier days, mountains also used to fly, I believe. Mountains could grow. Now it is not so. In the earlier days, ancient times, like how they say animals also used to speak. Now they don't speak. So this Vindhyachala mountain became highly egoistic now. Ahankara. Because Durga is going to reside on me. So suddenly it would grow. Suddenly it would become small. This was a game for the mountain. There were so many Rishi Munis, animals, plants and all residing in this Vindhyachala. So they all got scared in the sense that they would get compressed like this. And suddenly the mountain would become big and they will be opening up. So many animals, many rishis died also like this. So many of the rishis went to the god and prayed. And the god said, you pray to Agastya Mahamuni. He will be able to help you. So they all went to Agastya Mahamuni and requested him. You know, he was very short with a big belly and all. Like how we say Ganesha. So he accepted the request and he came to Vindhyachala from North India. He came to Vindhyachala and requested that mountain. See, you are very tall. Look at me. I am so short. How will I climb on you? I have to go to the southern part of India. So, can you become slightly short so that I can climb on you and go to south? So, Vindhyachala felt, oh, Agastya Muni is requesting me. Look at this. Okay, I will do it. So, he did namaskara to Agastya Mahamuni by bending his peak. That means he became small, short. So Agastya Mahamuni touched the Vindhyachala mountain and said that you be like this. I will go to south. Till I come back, please don't become big at all. So Vindhyachala mountain accepted. Then he went to the southern part of India and he did not come back. But once we say that it is he has pratishtapana of this Mata, he has done it on Vindhyachala. Or it could be at that time itself. That I am not very sure whether he came back, because one story says that he never came back from South India to North India again. So Vindhyachala remained like that. Another story says that he came back and he established Lalita Mata in this particular mountain top. So she is known as Vindhyachala Nivasini. There were 12 popular people who worshipped Lalita Mata. Manovidya, Chandravidya, we have seen Manmatha, Kubera, Durvasa, Agastya, Lopamudra, Kartikeya, Shiva. All these people are worshipped in different ways, 12 people. Agastya is one among them. So he has established her on this mountain called Vindhyachala. So Vindhyachala Nivasini. Next one is Vidhatri Vedajanani Vishnumaya Vilasini. Vidhatri. Dhatri means mother. Amma is Dhatri. Vidhatri Vishesha. She is some unique mother because she is the mother for all of us. Abrahma Kita Janani. Starting from insects to Brahma, including plants, animals, mountains, rivers, for everything she is the mother. So she is unique mother. Dhatru means Brahma. She is the one who gave birth to this Brahma. She is the one who created this Brahma. So she is known by the name Vidhatri. Dhatri also means gooseberry, Nellikai. Usrikai we call it in Telugu, Nellikai in Kannada and Tamil, and gooseberry in English. It is very good for health, and many of us worship this tree also. Not only those fruits, we worship the trees also in the month of Kartika. Veda Janani, she has created Vedas. So Veda Mata is created by her. So she is the mother for Veda Mata. Vishnu Maya. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shabdita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha says Durga Saptashati. I think the 5th chapter of Durga Saptashati says this. She is Vishnu Maya. We know Purusha and Prakriti. So the power of that Purusha is, power of that Vishnu is Vishnu Maya. Vilasini. Once again, Vilasini is like Rati, who is there in everything, but enjoying always. Enjoying what? Enjoying the highest concepts. Next is Kshetra Swarupa Kshetreshi Kshetra Kshetrajna Palini. Kshetra and Kshetrajna we have studied very well in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is Kshetra? This matter, something which is made out of matter or Prakriti is Kshetra. Our body is Kshetra, the universe is Kshetra, our mind is Kshetra, our buddhi is Kshetra. Kshetra Swarupa. She is in the form of this body. She is in the form of my mind. She is in the form of my buddhi. Can we keep on thinking about this? This body, whom I call myself, this is her Rupa. This is she. I think my mind, my buddhi, it's not me, mine. It is her Rupa. So Kshetra Swarupa, Kshetreshi. The controller of this Kshetra is she. We think that, oh, I am moving my hand, I am speaking, I am listening, I am opening my mouth, I am doing so much of work. She is the controller. Tena vina trinamapi na chalati. Without you, even a grass cannot move. How can my hand move? She is the controller of everything. Kshetreshi. Kshetra Kshetrajna Palini. Who is this Kshetrajna? Kshetra we got to know now. Kshetrajna. Jna means one who knows. One who knows about Kshetra is Kshetrajna. What we call as Atma is this Kshetrajna. So, Kshetra is Prakriti, Kshetrajna is Purusha. She is Palini, she is the maintainer of all this. She is the one who sustains everything, whether it is Purusha or Prakriti, or she is that Supreme Brahma, Parabrahma. Kshaya Vriddhi Vinirmukta, Kshetra Pala Samarchita. Kshaya Vriddhi Vinirmukta. Kshaya, slowly deteriorating or destruction finally. Vriddhi, increasing. How were we when we were born? We were all small babies. Then slowly we grew up. Up to certain age, we grew. Then we stopped growing vertically, but we started growing horizontally. That we keep growing. No end at all for this. Kshaya, after a certain age, body becomes weak, mind becomes weak, intellect becomes weak, and we become weaker and weaker and weaker. I am not able to walk at all. Then, I don't remember anything. You see, so many old people keep saying that I am not able to byheart one shloka. No, it is not possible. I don't have good memory at all because everything has become weaker now. She doesn't have this kind of becoming weaker. Kshaya is not there, Vriddhi also is not there. Why? No body at all. She doesn't have a body. So she is mukta from Kshaya as well as Vriddhi. Kshetrapala Samarchita. Kshetrapala. Every kshetra. Now we have another meaning for this kshetra. One is our body, place, etc. We call this pilgrimage. Pilgrim. Some places which is Punya Kshetra. See, Tra is protection. Wherever you come across this Tra, it means protection. Putra, Putri, supposed to protect the parents. We are not just like that Putri or Putra. We have the duty of protecting our parents. Kshetra. This protection of this body. So she is the one who does that protection of that Punya Kshetra. So we call that as Kshetra. Every place we don't call as Kshetra. We call Dharmasthala, Udupi or Haridwar as Punya Kshetra. Kshetra Darshana. Because when we go there, the energy which is there in that temple or that place itself protects us. Jwala Malinika Akshipta Vakni Prakara Madhyaka. That particular energy makes us chant more and more so that a big fort is constructed around us which will protect us from all these Rakshasa qualities. So she is the one who protects us. And Kshetrapala, there is a story. There was a demon by name Daruka. She, in the form of Bhadrakali, destroys that Daruka, and then she is not able to come out of that anger. She is still dancing that Tandava. You know, Bhadrakali also started dancing that Raudra Nritya. How to bring her back? How to make her cool now? So Shiva came in the form of a small baby, Bala Shiva, and laid on the ground. In her path where she was walking, right in front of her, she saw a baby. So she lifted the baby and fed the baby. She breastfeeds the baby. That baby is known by the name as Kshetrapala. So he worships her. Kshetrapala Samarchita. Vijaya. Vijaya. The word Jaya has come from Janma, Ja, Laya, Ya. Jaya. From Janma, Ja is taken. From Laya, Ya is taken, Jaya. We feel that Jaya means victory. I had an argument. I won. Victory for me, Jaya. These are all very silly kind of Jaya. The highest kind of Jaya is where there is Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatare Shayanam is given a full stop. That is Vijaya. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. So here Sanjaya declares in the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita. It's not just Krishna and Arjuna, the concepts of Krishna and Arjuna should be understood by us. That is Vijaya. Vishesha Jaya is Vijaya. Vimala. Amala, Vimala, Nirmala. Let us see whether there is any difference. In the colloquial usage language, we use any of these. Amala, Vimala, Nirmala, everything wherever we want we can use. But actually, Vimala is Absolutely, there is no dosha at all. No mala. Mala means dosha or dirt. Dirt does not mean this kind of dirt what we just work, sweep and remove. Dosha. Some kind of dosha is there. This is called as mala. Vimala means absolutely no dosha at all. So she is Vimala. Nirmala means body is dirty. We are washing it and we become Nirmala. Removing the mala which is existing is Nirmala. Amala. Amala is purifying the mind. Mind which is purified, which was contaminated. Now it is purified by Namasmarana. Now it is Amala. So Vimala means it was never there. There was no dosha at all. That is Vimala. Nirmala means dosha is there in the body, dirt is there in the body, that has been removed. Amala means mind was contaminated, now that is removed. So it is Amala. Now, if I mix papaya pieces and mango pieces together in one bowl and ask you to separate mangoes from papaya, even though they look alike, almost color wise they are same, look wise they are same, still we will be able to separate the pieces from the bowl. Isn't it? It's quite easy. Even though it is slightly tough, but you can do it easily. If I mix upma rava with the sugar and give you the mixture, come on, separate it. I will give you 5 minutes. Please separate it. How difficult it's going to be? Jyoti is mad. She has given this kind of mixture and says, within 5 minutes we must separate. How is it possible? If I give a mixture of til oil and coconut oil, and if we are asked to separate til oil from coconut oil, is it possible? How difficult it's going to be. Probably impossible, we can say. In the same way, the mind, which is a mixture of positive and negative thoughts. Flow of thought is mind. Otherwise, if there is no thought, there is no mind. So what kind of thought should we entertain? What kind of thought should we encourage for our own selves, not for somebody else? If it is a mixture, how difficult it's going to be removed to separate them. So, till now we did not know. Everything is mixed over there. Okay, doesn't matter now. We are helpless in that. But what about the next ones, next thoughts which are occurring? We can be alert. What kind of thought is there in me? Negative? No. Jwala Malini, please help me. Where is your fort? She will say, you have not prayed at all. So we should pray to her. Let me not have this kind of mixture. Let me have only positive thoughts. Let me have good thoughts. Let me have God thoughts. Let me have Lalita Mata thoughts. So we should be very, very careful. This is, she is Vimala. We also should become like that. Vandya. The one who is worshipped or prostrated is Vandya. Everybody does Vandana of her. She is Vandya. Vandaru Janavatsala. Whoever prays to her, whoever loves her through their bhakti, then with Vatsalya, with compassion, she takes care of all of us. Vandaru Janavatsala. Vagvadini. Vadini. Veena Vadana. What is Vadana? Creating that nada from Veena is Veena Vadana. The one who plays Veena is known as Veena Vadini, because she is creating nada out of Veena. Now here Vak Vadini. Vak means speech. She is creating beautiful nada through her walk. Not W-A-L-K walk. Walk. Walk in Sanskrit. Walk means speech. Vamakeshi. It's jet black color hair that she has got. Beautiful hair. Another meaning is, the sky is her hair. Such beautiful sky we see is supposed to be her hair. So Vamakeshi. Vahni Mandala Vasini. We saw Surya Mandala, Bhanu Mandala Madhyastha, Chandra Mandala Vasini. Surya over, Chandra over. Now Vahni. Vahni means Agni, fire. The mandala of fire, she resides in the center of Vahni mandala. Bhaktimat kalpa latika pashupasha vimochini. Latika. Latika is creeper. Now this is Bhaktimat kalpa latika. Kalpa latika, we know about kalpa vriksha. Now it is kalpa latika. Instead of vriksha, it is creeper. She is going to give us whatever we want. How should we ask? Bhakti. With love for her. We ask for love for our own selves. I want this to be done. I want that to be done. No, that should not happen. This is not out of bhakti or love for her. We should have love for her. Then whatever we ask, that she gives. Bhaktimat kalpalatika. Pashupasha vimochini. Pashu. Pashu is an animal. Pashupati. Shiva is known by the name Pashupati because he is the controller. We are all coming under the category of Pashu, animals. What is the difference between human beings and animals? The buddhi. Otherwise, everything else is the same. We eat, we sleep, we procreate, everything animals also do. But the buddhi that is given to us to move forward towards her. For that purpose, buddhi is given to human beings, but we are wasting it. We are also behaving like animals. We have seen 12-year-old girl has been raped, gang rape. 12-year-old child, like daughter or maybe for some people granddaughter age, and you rape such people. Aren't we animals then? Worse than animals. Animals also don't do this. We are worse than them. Pashu pasha vimochani. That kind of pasha is there. Now here, pashu is one is this kind of behavior. The other one is not even trying to understand who I am is pashu. Because animals do not know that, okay, we are something beyond the body. It's for us to understand that I am not this body. I am something beyond this. I am immortal. So, we have this kind of pasha for our own selves because we are all pashus. She destroys that vimochani. She removes this kind of pasha. Samvrita shesha pashanda sadachara pravartika. Pashanda. Pashana means one is poison. The other one is like a rock. What kind of hearts do we have? Like rock. If somebody is suffering, nothing happens. If my daughter, my son, my husband, my family member is suffering, then I am, no, it shouldn't happen. I start praying. For others, no, nothing happens. It's for them. Our heart is like a stone for others. So, Samhrita Shesha Pashanda, what does she do? She removes this kind of texture. Heart should become soft, mrudu, saumya. So, she makes us like this. Or that kind of poison is there in the heart. Me and mine, this is a poison. Worst kind of poison. She removes that. Sadachara pravartika. Sat achara. When we know what dharma is, then we try to move in that direction. So she is the one who is encouraging us to move in this path of dharma, dharmika. Otherwise, we may go out of the track. So she is the one who makes us move in this path, dharmika path. Then tapatrayagni santapta samahladana chandrika. Tapatraya. Traya is 3. Tapa means heat. Surya tapa. Surya's heat. In summer, unbearable. Tapa mana. The temperature that we read is called as tapa mana. Measuring that heat. So here, that heat is like Agni. How many are there? 3. What are they? Adidaivika tapa, Adibhautika tapa, Adhyatmika tapa. So there are 3 tapas. Adidaivika, Adibhautika, Adhyatmika. That is why we say Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi at the end always. Generally, all Hindu programs are ended with Asatoma Sadgamaya or at least Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Why 3 times Shanti? Because we have 3 kind of tapas, 3 kind of problems. Heat here means problems, kashta, dukkha. All they should be destroyed, or we should have peace in that. What is Adidaivika Tapa? Now we have seen floods in Wayanad, many other places also. So this is Prakriti Vikopa. Prakriti is angry with us, nature is angry with us. Varuna Devata. Similarly, Agni Devata is angry. Somewhere you see some fire, forest fire, or somewhere else some fire. Then earthquakes. So variety of Prakriti Vikopa or nature's fury. All this nature god is called as Prakriti Devata or Adi Daivika. Daivi Devatas, different difficulties which we face from Devatas. Next one is Adi Bhautika, different bhutas, maybe from different people, different animals, different trees or river, whatever it is. Any other things that is existing in this world, through them we face so many difficulties. If you sit for meditation, somebody is making noise, somebody is switching on the TV, Abba, I am not able to meditate. See, this also is a kind of tapa. So variety of problems given to us through different bhutas is Adhi Bhautika. Adhi Atmika, by our own selves, from my own mind I am creating some difficult situation. Somebody shouted at me 50 years back, 30 years back, 10 years back. Still I remember that. When I sit for meditation, the same situation comes in front of my eyes. I am unable to meditate. Who is responsible? I am only responsible for this. My mind is responsible for this. My memory is responsible for this. So this kind of tapa or difficulties or hurdles is given the name Adhyatmika. That is why 3 times Shanti we say Shanti for Adidaivika. That is hurdles from different devatas. Next one is Adibhautika, difficulties which we face from different objects or people. And the last one is the difficulty that I face from within. That is why 3 times Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now here it is said that Tapatriyagni Santapta Samahladana Chandrika. The heat is unbearable. Then what does she do? She is like the moon. Chandrika is moon here. Samahladana, Ahlada. Wow, so cool it is. One side it is Tapa. Sun's rays are so bright. Here it is not actually sun, but Tapatriyagni. We generally say so many Tapatriyas we have. For any kashta we use the word Tapatraya. It actually means Tapa from 3 different sections. She simply removes all those difficulties or hurdles and makes us all cool. Tapatriyagni Santapta Samahladana Ahlada. Wow, so nice I feel. Difficulty was there. Now she has helped me through somebody else. Daivam Manusha Rupena. In the form of this human being, she came, she helped. Many times we face such situations. Some unknown places we have gone, we face some difficulty. Some stranger comes and helps us at the right moment. And suddenly that stranger disappears. Who's that? She is the one who comes in that form and removes the tapa that is created, either one of these tapatrayas, from these traya tapatraya, any one of them might have created. So she removes that and she makes us Abba. Now that problem is not there. She is the one who gives us that kind of peace. Tapatriyagni Santapta Samahladana Chandrika. This happens if we pray to her. We need not pray that remove my difficulties, remove my difficulties. By saying so, we are focusing on difficulties only. So it should be positive always. Aham ityeva vibhavaye bhavani. You are me, I am you. Aham brahmasmi. I am only you, you are not different from me. So this kind of thoughts we should keep on contemplating instead of focusing on the negative aspect. We should be focusing on this kind of topics. You are me, I am you. In case anything, there is any problem, okay, I've got some headache or fever. Who has got fever? My body. I don't have fever. Generally, what do we say? I have fever, I have headache, I am not well. Who has fever? Who is not well? My body. I am well. I am happy. My body. My mind is not happy. I am happy. So let us keep on trying like this. Keep on saying like this. Then one fine day it happens. Keep on saying that I am you, you are me. One fine day, all of us will have this anubhuti. This kind of experience will be there in all of us. This is what is promised in all our Shastras and Puranas. So we have to keep on chanting Namasmarana. And Jwala Malini constructs a big fort around us so that no negative thoughts enter our mind at all. So our duty is to keep on chanting. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.